Welcome to the Thrive Big Question of the Day. So what's today's big question? Well, the big question we have is that Advisor Dave has a pre-retirement client who gives him their income and their desired income needs for retirement. How does he know that they are accurate? What's a better way to gauge their monthly budget? Accuracy matters. Clarity of your client's cash flow is fundamental to creating a credible and viable planning solution. So ensuring you have the right numbers is essential. But how do you know if you have, how do you know and how do you get there? Most people will go and get a client organizer, give the client information, let them write their budget down, and then we'll put the budget into some type of software. And here we have in ours, in R&G, and showing Retirement Next Gen, it's showing you what those projections would be. And you'll notice if you've got what we have here, you'll notice that their total guaranteed income is about $24,000. Those are their wages and salaries. The projected need is about $20,000. And the difference is a $4,000 surplus. Well, if a client has $4,000 surplus and they're not saving that surplus, then they're likely spending it. Now, what happens, unfortunately, is when you give a client organizer, you're going to get these discrepancies because clients really don't know their budgets and what they're doing and not doing. An easier solution, I'll propose in a minute, would mitigate this problem, because now I have to go to the client and say, listen, we have a discrepancy here. We have $4,000. Now, maybe you have company expenses that won't exist while you're working. Maybe you're still paying off your kids' college education that wouldn't happen in retirement. But something is happening now that tells us that the amount of money you think you'll need in retirement, you're underestimating by $4,000, maybe $3,000, somewhere in that neighborhood. And you can see the total here of what we came up with was $20,000 was the need, the total expenses we totaled up that they gave us. We put their mortgage in. Currently their medical, that's being paid through company. And their taxes, well, the software figures out their income taxes. We'll have it pretty, and you can match to verify that's matching their return. And the retirement plan contributions, well, like again, that's matched up with what they tell us. And that's how we came up with the $20,000. What they think they need in retirement, plus these other expenses such as taxes, medical, liability, retirement plan contributions come to what they need today. That should really match if they're going to keep the same lifestyle in retirement now as they have as when they retire in the future. Now, this failed obviously because we're off. There's a discrepancy, and that's critical because we're underestimating. Then we have a problem, and we went through all this trouble having them fill out a client organizer and us adding up all the numbers and putting all the numbers in. When a simpler approach would be simply to ask, what do you deposit every month, direct deposit into your checking account? And of course, that's already after their medical, so don't worry about that. And that's after their retirement plan contributions, their taxes. So if the client said to me, oh, I need $16,000, my direct deposit is $16,000, I make 24 and I direct deposit 16. I could then say, okay, and I know you pay $2,000 odd for your mortgage, so that leaves us $14,000 that you're spending. Now, are you saving any of that? And if they said yes, we're saving $4,000, then we would put the $10,000 for the desired income. But if they say I'm not saving anything, then I know. Well, that means you're spending $14,000 right now in your current lifestyle, unless there's something else that will change. That's your actual spending. And I didn't have to have them fill out an organizer, and I didn't have to go data enter everything they did. I'll get to the crux of the matter very simply. I hope that answered the question for the day. I hope that was helpful. You have a nice day.
Hey, Tom Hegna here. I've written 5 books on retirement. Many of you know that. But I'll tell you, I've also attended Thrive University multiple times. Curtis Cloak is a personal friend of mine. He does some of my own personal financial work. And I will tell you, you know, if you like the stuff that I do and you want to go deeper, you ought to attend Thrive University. I'm telling you, this is not for beginners. It is not a beginner's course. But if you want to go deep, deep, deep in the weeds, I'm telling you, nobody knows this like Curtis Cloak does. So hope to see you at a Thrive University in the future.